Sure has been a while since I've last gotten on Grand Cross, am I right? I was summoning for this dude. I did a couple multis, right? You can tell. And I got this fellow over here. All I gotta say is nice. Alright, let's get started. So they released the memory of the Nether. I don't know exactly when, but I'm assuming it was today. And as you can tell, I already managed to beat all of it to its entirety. From the first one up until the fourth one, just use normal goddess, you know. But for this fifth one right here, you want to use G-List, my favorite unit. And you want to take a wild guess how I found out about this? Well, as someone who's been using G-List ever since she first came out and has always run her for PvP, I just wanted to add her in and hope for the best. And as I was reading through like the passives that this character has right here, I saw that it doesn't have anything that reduces damage from reflect or counter and stuff like that. So I figured, okay, maybe G-List might be viable for this, right? Because Mael didn't do a lot of damage. Margaret did some, but not nearly enough. And as you can tell, you saw that I can use skip tickets to complete it now. So that should be more than enough proof to you guys that I have been able to beat it before. And I'm not just being like, you guys should try this team right here, this team that didn't work out for me. Now, clearly, you do have to keep in mind that if you want to beat this, you might want to have a high ultimate level G-List because mine is 6-6 and, most of her reflect damage depends on like how high of her ult level is. So you have to keep that in mind. If you don't have a high level ult list, it might not be as effective, but it's at least still going to do a lot more damage than just attacking normally. I learned my lesson last time that whenever I shield, like they still do a lot of damage. So I'm not going to shield this time around, and I'm going to hope that I don't lose. I mean, so far I'm doing pretty good. Let me test out my little theory. Do they do more damage if you're buffed? Let's see. Okay, yeah, they still do a lot of damage. We're going to boop. Actually, I might want to do... I'll shield and then this. And then we're going to hope that it attacks Mael or Margaret instead of my G-List again, since G-List is kind of important for this team. Please kill. Let's go. We should be fine. Now we're going to take this opportunity to start... I think I'm just going to do an extra attack with G-List. In case, in case it doesn't kill. I hope this doesn't kill. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Alright, we're good. Alright, so now we shield. We're gonna buff because next turn I want to do as much damage as possible before, we do the reflex strategy. Alright, so we have G-List ult ready. And I think we already have Margaret's as well. We're gonna start working for Mael's. Okay, so this is basically what we do. This, then we just do as much damage as possible. I'm gonna use Mael's card right now mainly because he's already being buffed by Margaret, so he should do a bit more damage, enough to like make this not take as long as it normally would. And now look, focus on how much health it has like before the turn, and then just look at afterwards. I mean, he's not doing a lot of damage. I was expecting him to do a lot more. It's whatever. Yeah, it did a good chunk. Now then, I think I'm gonna start working for a second one now. Alright, so now it's starting to do a lot more damage. There we go. So now all we do is boop, boop. Actually, I think I'm better off shielding first because with Margaret's passive, buffing will give us more stats. This isn't gonna kill because it has a revive, but it should get us really close. It's most likely gonna target Mael. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's very sad. Last but not least, we're just gonna reflect again and then do as much damage as possible, and he should kill himself. Wow, that did a lot of damage. And he got a lot of damage taken back. So yeah, that's how you basically that's how I was able to beat the boss. Maybe there's other methods, but this one just worked for me. So if you have a high ult G-List, you have a decent goddess team, because you saw that even without Mael giving stats or extra buffs, I was still able to tank the 100k damage. So maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be all goddess, just have a high ult list and you might be fine. Anyways, I hope you have a good night/day. Peace.